My name is Jimmy, his name is Jake, and this is the Weekly Dumb. Jake, how are you?
Jim, big weekend. Can't talk about it. I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. I'm also good. I'm a little cold in the studio.
You've been freezing in the
Yeah, because I get here early on Mondays and I just sit for like 4 hours, so there's no blood circulation. So I got cold.
Put your noses next to each other.
Like I do with my baby?
No, side by side so the camera can see. Zach, I don't need to tell you what to do with that.
What about the sports?
The baseball playoffs are set, and there was some weird, not good drama that led up to it. One, Seattle out of the playoffs. Failure.
Bummed. Wanted to see him in the playoffs.
George Kirby got hit by a ball by a fan, which... bad all around.
Really uncool.
Really uncouth.
Don't throw things at the players. Because what if they throw things back at you? They're faster and stronger. They can throw harder.
Yeah, and it's just bizarre. And then the first baseman, Ty France, 3, 2, 1, 10. You found the perfect name.
I had a burp.
Sand out of his mouth. He throws the ball that got thrown back and hit his pitcher back into the stands just because it was a ball player reaction. He just goes, oh, okay. Hey, man.
To the same area?
You're giving the opponents ammo.
Did they find the guy who threw it?
They'll never find him. Picture of Zach. What was this almost a breakdown you were talking to me about? Finally, Jim.
The Ryder Cup. A lot of drama. But did you see this at the end? We have a fan jumping into the water. I'll get to that. Ricky Fowler concedes a 3-foot putt. 99% chance that professional is going to make that putt. But the announcer literally says, this won't be conceded. No way.
And that will not be conceded. No chance.
It gets conceded. He's like, you're good. And what's the dude's name? Fleetwood?
Did
you see the video?
Hair like Jack. You might see that later.
He like is walking up to the putt because if he makes it, he makes birdie and grabs the hole and they win basically because the U.S. had to win every match on the last day.
U.S. stinks.
Yeah, so the odds were very much against the U.S. But Ricky says, you're good. And he's like, thank you. And the coyly walks, as soon as he grabs the ball and like Ricky doesn't, there's no take backsies.
Right.
He did not pre-celebrate because he thought Ricky might do the math in his head and like be like, wait, never mind.
Wait, put it back.
Never mind. So as soon as he touches the ball, celebrates.
The fan jumping into the pond, also a 10 out of 10, just like Ty France.
Well, he's an old man. Gray hair, gray beard, kind of old running style. Doesn't get any air.
That's the fastest he'll run.
Jumping into the pond is illegal, and he ran into the pond. There was no jump. He just kind of kept running. I don't think he ever went up.
I'm going to throw the flag because he tries to jump, but his legs have no more jump.
Okay, an attempt at a jump, but not a jump.
It gets tricky. It gets into a real gray area.
Back to the more sports. DraftKings has all of them. What do you got? Thanks, DraftKings. More sports. Jake?
Jim, South Korean League of Legends. That's what Zach's normally playing when we record.
Ball.
They win the gold at the Asian Games, and their players secure military exemption. So we're playing a video game. We've won the Asian Games tournament of that video game.
They're
and now
undefeated.
They don't have to go to the military.
They went undefeated. Their star player got sick, but he played an earlier round, so he still gets exempt. Usually it's only 1.5 to 2 years. So here's what I propose.
South Korea needs to start playing more games.
Well, what video games, like if you win Fall Guys, are you exempt or just League of Legends? Where does it have to be a national tournament? Where does it end?
That's what I'm telling you.
It's somewhat normal for...
This is how you beat the government.
You know, the Soviet Union, their hockey players were serving in the military by being on the hockey team. So like sports, theater. Right. So I think these guys, not only should they just say, no, we want to be in the military, but we have to be captains because we're great at strategy and battlegrounds and maps and shit.
I just remember there was a kid at Central where we went to college who was South Korean, and he was like, yeah, at some point I have to.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
Well, a smaller country and a pretty close enemy.
It's the size of Rhode Island.
I believed you.
Facts. Can you stamp that? Do you think you could stamp that?
Can you stamp that? And I've got a story for you.
Is it the non-sports?
This is a non-sports.
The first non-sports.
This is the first not sports story.
I actually talked about this weekend.
Where'd you talk about it?
In a chat.
Researchers in Brazil have been working on something for 3 decades now. There's a spider called the banana spider.
3, 2, 1,
10. Yeah, banana 10. Spider. Bananas, phallic. That's Random.
Spider's a little phallic.
The right spider. This spider bite might give you a boner. How do they know this? Well, most men who come in and say, I got bit by this banana spider to the doctors, we're all hard as rock.
God, what a day.
They said that priapism, is that boners? Which is a painful and prolonged erection.
You know, all the patients, their characteristic symptom? Having a boner.
Having a boner. Hard. Yeah. I don't know how long this lasts. I just think it's cool if you're a man, you're about to go on a date and have sex, and you go into the bathroom and you take out your pet spider and you go boop, and get bit.
Oh, you've got it as like a teen thing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, like a little like boner pet.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
People have called you that before. This is my boner pet, Jake.
Here's my thing. We figured out erectile dysfunction. We got pills for that. Why are we messing around with spiders?
To be honest with you, I believe
we figured it out.
in part of this article.
It's been cured.
Okay, let me tell you this is hard knowledge. Bottom of this article said that to get cancer treatment,
use that stamp again.
you lose the ability to get erect. And I think the pills we currently have may not attack that. And they think the spider might attack that. Okay? It's the employee of the week.
It's the employee meta sheep.
I threw down a suggestion, Jake. I said everyone. We had an event this weekend where, I mean,
Tough to prioritize.
There was definitely leaders of departments, but all aspects of the company were involved. All departments pitched in, and it was like all hands. So I'm just, everyone gets it.
Has Steve ever won one? He should get a half point.
Fine, Steve gets it. Everyone else, fuck off.
Because everyone else worked hard and did their things. Only one person dressed as a foul pole.
Only one person said, sure, I'll be a human prop. And he got 2 close calls. Congrats to Steve.
No, it's a half point.
And then everyone else shares the half.
Facts. That was a Weekly Dumb.
Today's episode of Weekly Dumb was brought to you by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use promo code DUMB. Bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. It's promo code DUMB only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code DUMB.
We've got some bad news. You got to cut your hair.
I need a haircut. I'm thinking about going real short.
How short?
How short?
Young Dan
What was
Swanson.
How young? Like 5?
You know he's not a long hair guy. This is just COVID, so it's only been like 3 years of him being a long haired person.
When I got my first haircut,
Haircut?
I got a haircut, I slept in the barbershop.
Yes.
2021, and I went in to my mom's saloonist, and she said, oh, you look like a Knight of the Round Table. Have you been using shampoo? And I said, no.
You didn't use shampoo for a year.
No, it kind of had this weird effect on it. And then I found out
you?
I might have been depressed. I don't condition.